Hello, welcome to video number 2. We're going to be talking about specific databases and a couple of new strategies for getting more focused into your research. So you have grown up probably with the internet for your whole life. We should never dismiss the internet and the value that it's got, but I want to show you some advanced searching. So if you just type in, remember in the first video we talked about putting stuff in quotes. If you just put in drug courts, you're going to get like drug courts or like helplines and things like that. What if you want to find like the pros and cons? Something that I call a contextual search, but I really have no idea what it's called, is you can type in debate : drug courts. So everything that is after the colon is going to be the keywords in everything that is before the colon. So debate, for example, is our context. So I could do debate or rhetoric or argument. Let's do debate and whatever keywords afterwards. So you could do recipe, drug courts. I'll let you do that on your own time. So and what we're doing is we're gathering keywords again. We're gathering like ideas of like, what are people talking about when they say that drug courts are effective or they're not effective? So there's like harm reduction, justice that heals, that's ambiguous. So here is drug courts are not the answer. I'm guessing they're on the opposite side. So they want to look at a health-oriented, or there's like a growing dependence. I don't know, you'd have to look at this and you'd have to cruise through it. Oh, there's a cool trick that I want to show you. If you knew this or not. If you're like a returning student, this is like the magic of AI. If you go to an AI and say, can you just give me the top points in this? And then paste in all the text. This is not cheating because we're not looking at research yet. Oh, that's cool. So it's denying people access to treatment. So for what it's worth, we're brainstorming and we're writing down our keywords, maybe on a piece of paper, maybe in OneNote, maybe in Evernote or some other note-taking software. Because what you will do next is we're going to be looking at the issue and the problem and the topic, but we're going to be looking at studies of interventions and case studies and interventions tested in scholarship. Let me show you two databases that are really cool. So from the library catalog, you can access a lot of these in keywords, but I'm going to show you specific databases, which will be listed in the guide. So if you go into the letter C and just search for criminology, wonderfully, they're all like named criminal justice or criminology collection. Either of them, you can go in. Oh, fiddle faddle, it already put out my, well, maybe to spare you. So you remember watching from the first video, we have to put stuff in quotes. Otherwise, it'll look for drug here and courts there. And then in our second line, we want to find, we don't want to just find out about drug courts. We want to find like, what are people arguing is their value? So I didn't know, so I did debate or rhetoric or any of these other words. Seems like recidivism shows up a lot. I think if I put in treatment, that might be, that might be part of like sentencing. But let me take out recidivism and just look at like these big qualitative words that might be showing up. Also, I did document and I wanted it to be in the title, but I'm going to look in the abstract. So what that means is it's not looking for these words everywhere. It's only looking in the title or the abstract. In this case, just the abstract, which is kind of a summary of the article. Hey, 127. Effects on criminal offending. That looks pretty good. What if I have to find something that's newer? What is this? 2010 to 2019? Most of these have the same things that the library catalog did. And again, you can go in, but those keywords help you narrow down to like, what are the problems? What are people really chewing on? You don't want to find somebody who's like a champion of it. Or somebody who's wildly against it. You want somebody who is objectively looking at it and comparing data. Cool participation across subtypes, rural populations. veteran populations. Isn't this cool? So let's say, again, we find an article that we like. The abstract is pretty quick and to the point. It'll tell you the methodology, where they came from, when they sampled, the dates, and things like that. There's a citation generator. And usually it's pretty good. Oh no, this should be sentence case. I'm cringing. So that should be lowercase except for drug. Except for drug. Should be lowercase. So let me know how it goes. But you're on track if you're looking at ideas like this. Again, keywords will be on the guide.